I'm Nick from Cambium Games, and you're listening to Legends of Tabletop.
Hey everybody, this is John. I also have with me. You
I
don't
can
let me
speak
say
for myself, you fuck. What the hell? God
Okay,
damn.
fine, whatever. Uh, so I have an announcement today. We don't normally do this sort of thing, but we want to congratulate Drake R. Finney. He won our first ever contest for our 1,000 follower giveaway on Twitter.
Woo!
So he got a nice copy of Batman Love Letter. So we hope he enjoys that. And
I forgot to add, I should know this.
what?
What is Batman? Tell everyone what a Batman love letter is for the people who don't know this.
So the game is called Love Letter, and they have a Batman themed. It's not an expansion, but a Batman themed Love Letter game. So I figured it was appropriate for a geeky podcast to go full on Batman, and yeah, so that's on its way.
Well timed since the Batman movie just came out.
Oh my God, you're on and off with the clapping.
I didn't touch it. It's just going off.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it either.
Oh my God. Nick is probably lamenting the fact that he agreed to come on the show in the first place now. I normally get some things ready. Today I have absolutely nothing prepared.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I know. What the hell? You don't admit that shit.
People want to know. They have inquiring minds.
What inquiring minds? Nobody gives a shit. They just go with it. Go. Ask a question. Start
Gotcha. All right, so we'll jump into it. So we have Nick from Cambium Games. We wanted him to come on and talk about the Kickstarter that they had going for Sovrano, a game that they came up with. But unfortunately, just a couple of days here before the show, they canceled the project. It's on hiatus. It's not completely canceled. But we figured we'd have Nick on anyway to talk about some of the things that were going on with the Kickstarter, talk about the game. So tell us what happened. How come you pulled it down?
I think the big problem was exposure, lack of exposure, anticipation leading up to the Kickstarter. I think I was naive going into it. I set up the Twitter, I got our website going, and I thought, hey, I'll be able to do this, on my own. I'll be able to spread the word enough to do it on my own. And I think that was our biggest problem, because I think the game has a lot of selling points. So I don't think that was the issue. I don't think people aren't interested in the game. I think I didn't get it out there enough. So we bought some advertising. That didn't seem to. Facebook advertising sucks. It didn't seem to. It didn't get me anywhere. So it was worth a try. I don't know. So this time we're going to do it differently. Try to get it out there beforehand.
And another good reason to have you on the show, we can pump this up a little bit for your eventual relaunch, and talk about it and get the word out there a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it wasn't like super overpriced or anything like that. It looks like a good product, and you say you underestimated a little bit. Learning the ins and outs of Kickstarter is like a second job unto itself.
Yeah. Well, the social media one. I think there were days I spent more time doing social media than I worked on anything else.
Believe me, I know all about it.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think price should have been too much of an issue, because that was when we decided to do it all wood. The initial worry normally would be, well, it's going to be really expensive, but it's average price, I think, for as far as board games go. It may be cheaper than a lot of board games. I see a lot of board games that are $90. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think the
they have more components.
Sure.
Typically.
Right. Yeah, the base model was $50 for a birch set.
Yep.
So that's certainly not terrible, and it looks really nice. I mean, nice sitting on the table. So certainly not out of the realm of, and it's all handmade.
Yep. So the pieces are pretty badass. I love them.
Well, since we're talking about the game, what was the genesis? What was the idea behind the game? How'd you come up with it?
The initial, it's kind of cliche. I couldn't sleep. I was wide awake. I couldn't sleep. It's so cliche and it's awful. But I couldn't sleep. I was looking at board games on my phone. I was looking at specifically, I think they're called Taffel games. They're old games from, I think, Scandinavia, where the object was to move your king, I think, to either side of the board or to a corner and you'd win. And so that was sort of the idea of objectives. But I wanted it to have more than just moving to one spot. So that's kind of where tower spaces came in, earning points. So yeah, I hate that story. I wish it was different, but I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. And so I got up and I drew the board and I wrote down, the basic idea of what I thought it should be. And a lot of that's changed since then, except the board. The board's been, that board stayed. But yeah.
How much playtesting did you do? How many iterations did the game wind up going through before you settled on this current?
I personally did quite a lot, but I found playtesters through Twitter who played the hell out of it, and that was really big, because I think their playtesting was more valuable than any kind of playtesting I would have done.
Right.
And I don't know if it's because ideally you would break your game during playtesting. You'd break stuff, and I don't know. I think other people are more likely to break your game for you. Even though that's what I want to do, it just was more valuable having other people do it, because they'll do it, and I just think it's more valuable feedback you get that way.
Sure. Well, you get your friends to play, and that has a certain value to it. But you get it out in the public, and they don't care if they hurt your feelings. This is freaking terrible, or this piece is X, Y, or Z. So it's definitely good feedback.
I said that to my girlfriend the other day. I think that I haven't heard anything bad yet, and it's the internet. So if it was shit, if it was really shit, somebody would have said by now, "This is crap."
Yeah, for sure. It wouldn't have taken long.
No, it wouldn't. So.
Well, I don't know. With the gaming community, I don't know that that's necessarily as true as maybe some other social media.
Yeah.
Things. As a general rule, I think gamers are a little bit better about that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a local store by you where you were able to get in some playtesting, a local hobby shop kind of thing?
There is a store. I think it's about 20 minutes away. I live in a really small town. I lived in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which would have had a lot more. And then I moved away from there to a real small town, and so the closest store is about 20 minutes away. And I didn't even really think of that. I didn't think to go there with it. But I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, you got to get it out there.
The initial development of it never really crossed my mind to do it.
Okay, interesting.
More naivety.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's like a whole job unto itself to kind of get all that stuff going.
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot.
Yeah. So we're talking about the game here a little bit. How does the game play? Tell people about what the basic concept is.
The basic idea, the object of the game, is to score the most points. So this very center space is the throne space, and then on either side of that middle row are tower spaces. Capturing tower spaces gets you a point per space at the start of each of your turns. And then the player that captures the throne space with their emperor and holds it until their next turn, the game's over and that player gets 3 points. So it's really about focusing on capturing points through the tower spaces, protecting your emperor. Yeah, you have 8 guards. You have eight guards per person, 2 archers, and the emperor. If the emperor dies, you lose. And each piece kind of operates differently. The archers obviously are ranged. The guards have a counter-attacking mechanic that I think kind of sets it apart a little bit as far as abstract games go. They can sort of retaliate when a piece in front of them is taken. They can take that piece, the attacking piece, during the attacking player's turn. That I had such a hard time writing the rules for that mechanic and explaining to people how that's done. Simple mechanic, but I couldn't figure out how to word it, and I probably didn't word it right this time either. I tried.
When I read through it initially, I was like, and then I looked at the diagrams. I'm like, why the hell can't he do that? Like, it's like, what is he talking about in
Yeah.
line? And then a couple of days later, I wasn't thinking about it, and it just kind of popped into my head. I'm like, oh, they gotta be in a row. What a fucking retard.
Well, the diagrams, I still don't know how good are the diagrams. Not good. I'm still.
I don't think so. In the video that
Yeah.
that you uploaded later, where it showed the pieces all set up on the board, and obviously
Yep.
they were in a row, like three in a row.
Yep.
It was very clear. I think in the diagrams and the rules, I think you had like the negative, like you can't attack from the side sort of thing. But I don't think there was one where it just showed three in a row and like this is the way to go
Mhm.
about this. And
Yeah.
I think that initially, at least, what threw me. And like I said, a couple of days later, I was like, oh, I totally get it now. And then I saw the video, and I'm like, I'm the smartest guy in the room.
That was the hardest part of the rules for sure, is figuring out how to. That's another big thing I learned is the first several drafts of the rules, I kept writing it for me, and not realizing it's very vague. There's a lot of ambiguity because I kept writing it for me. So
Yeah.
that was a pretty big lesson. I know the rules; they're not for me.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's why you got to get it out there in the wild, because you
Yep.
take for granted that you understand what the mechanic is, and then you get it out to other people, and like, oh, the hell is this supposed to be?
Right. Yep.
And so so the archers, the king, or the emperor, and the guards all move either left or right, backwards or forwards.
Yep. And then the emperor can move diagonally too, and he can take pieces diagonally. So the emperor pretty much he attacks and moves the same way as a king in chess.
Right.
Yep.
And
The guards can only attack, forward, backward, left, and right. The archers move that way, but they can only attack diagonally.
And
in range.
they attack two away, and they have to have clear line of sight to the peaks that they're.
And that's kind of strange for an archer because shouldn't need clear line of sight, but that was a kind of a balance issue as far as balancing them out, because they were overpowered for a while. They were not making the game. It wasn't working. So adding line of sight really how I had to address that.
Right. Well, I mean, it's typical in an RPG game. I mean, you can't shoot around corners, so line of sight's a pretty standard thing.
Yeah.
I had something and it just went away. That's what happens when you don't write stuff down.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what it is. So you can move up to 3 pieces on one turn, but you have to move at least 1 piece per turn.
Yep, you always have to move at least the 1. You can't skip turns. The first turn, the player goes first, only gets to move 2, which is another balancing.
Balancing issue. Okay.
Yeah.
And the game plays in about 15 minutes, half hour, I believe is what it said.
Yep, I've had quicker ones, but generally it's about that time. It just depends. I can play quicker if I play with my girlfriend's son, and we've both played it enough now where we can get quick games in. But generally, 15 to 30 minutes. If I play with my girlfriend who's older, and we're both actually, she's thinking about what she's doing, then it's a longer game. He's only 7. He doesn't care half the time. He knows how to play, which is pretty good, I think, for being 7. But sometimes he just, he's 7.
Just kind of moving pieces around.
Yeah, just moving stuff around. When's it over?
Right.
This is the 50th time we've played this.
Oh yeah. You got to give him a playtester's credit in the book there.
He is in it.
Nice. Cool. That's cool.
Yep.
Are you a chess player at all? Was there any kind of correlation to that? Or are you into that sort of game?
I have obviously I've played chess. I've never played it a ton. The only time I really thought of chess was making sure it wasn't too much like chess, and so I changed the board up. I really didn't want pieces even to move the same as any of the chess pieces, which the emperor does. The guards I feel like are kind of like pawns, but that's probably true for a lot of abstract strategy games anyway. But
Sure.
I never really thought of chess when I was developing it, other than making sure it wasn't like chess.
Right. Fair
Good
enough.
call. I have a question. Can you speak to the genesis of the name, Sovrano? That's pretty cool.
Sovrano is Italian for sovereign,
Okay.
and the working title when I first started was Throne, which for obvious reasons, the Game of Throne wasn't going to go over too well or
Yeah.
didn't work. I didn't even realize that until someone pointed out that to me, like the Game of Thrones. So, and then I looked for iterations or variations on Throne or King. I wanted something different, so I found Sovereign and looked up different languages for that. And Sovrano, I feel like just stuck. I think it fits the look of the game,
It does.
or the feel of it, so I like that.
Yeah, it definitely fits. The game sort of has like a classical look to it. The sort of stylized, kind of like chess, and yeah, it fits really well. I actually was going to ask that. I looked it up, the translation, before we got on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stole it from you.
That's okay. Hey, I'm glad to have you asking questions.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So do you have an idea of when maybe you want to get the Kickstarter relaunch? Are you down for, like 2 weeks, a month?
I'm hoping by May or in the first week of May, and
Okay.
I don't want to rush back into it, but I don't want to lose any interest or any of the momentum we had. So I feel like getting it going again relatively soon is best. We're going to send some copies out we have a few YouTubers who have agreed to review it and make a video. I'm hoping to hear back from a few more. And then so once, that's going, then we'll relaunch.
Okay, cool. It's okay that we didn't get one. It's fine.
What's that?
It's okay that we didn't get one.
No.
We have you on. I mean, it's good.
I can get one for you.
No, I'm just breaking your balls. Is there going to be any change in the structure of the campaign at all? Price points are going to be about the same. The board pieces and everything. You don't expect any big changes?
No. Prices will be the same. Although I think the one thing that will change, which could be big, is UK shipping, which we didn't offer. And I think there's probably it's expensive. It's expensive to ship because so I can at least offer it, and if they want to pay it, then that's fine. There's no reason, I guess, not to offer it. I'm not the one paying the shipping, so
yeah.
I wish I could find cheap shipping or some way to do it better, but I think that's the only thing that'll really change. The board's the same, the pieces are the same. I could probably look at the diagrams for counterattacking again, since those are shit.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Maybe a little unclear.
Right. So that's something I probably should look at again. So that video seemed to clear it up because I didn't get any questions about it after that.
Yeah, no, super clear. After I saw, like I said, I had already kind of sussed it out on my own, but left no.
2 days. Shouldn't take 2 days.
Well, I'm stupid.
You bumped your head, and that's when it came to you.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
I celebrated. I had a beer. I might not be the best judge on that regard. I'm board game stupid, kind of. Give me as much information as possible, because if it doesn't say specific, I'll be like, well, maybe it means this, or maybe it means that. Well, let's play both ways and see.
Right.
Get out of here. I asked my brother, what the fuck does this mean? I don't understand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably not the best judge. So you're doing Cambium Games. I know you're doing the woodworking with your dad, which is awesome. Are you guys together with the company, or just like, hey, Dad, like I have this idea and I need you to do all this work for me?
That probably is how it started. He has the machines and the know-how. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't want to be by a saw. I don't want to have to use a saw. So I will, and I'll learn how to do it. But he already has the know-how and the tools. So when I came up with the idea, then the next thought was, well, how would I make this? And he came to mind first, and doing it in wood because I feel like I don't see a lot of games that are all wood. They're out there, but
Hmm.
typically it's a manufactured game, um, and this will be different. And I think that's a really good thing. I think that's a selling point, I would imagine.
Hmm.
Um,
I
and
think so.
so that was really him knowing how to do it and having machines and making it in wood was you know
What sets it apart?
what's that?
I said it sets it apart.
Yeah, yeah. Now
You
I have
know,
seen wood. I have seen wood games, but I don't know that it's common. You know,
probably not as such. I mean, cardboard is the big thing.
right?
All the pogs and all the punching out all the pieces. I mean,
Yeah,
that's some of the allure of going and buying a new game is getting to punch out all this stuff.
yeah,
And the guys over at Dogmite, they don't have wood games per se, but they do a lot of
mhm,
accessories and things. Obviously, all in wood, different
yep,
exotic woods and things.
yep.
So there's definitely a market for that type of
Yeah,
product for sure.
yeah.
I
Their
mean,
Kickstarter went really well.
yeah, we got in on that too.
Yeah,
There'll be some Legends of Tabletop Dragon Sheaths coming out here soon.
yeah, yeah. They had really cool stuff. I talked to them a little bit. They
Did
seem
you?
like cool guys. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, we interviewed them. You should check it out. You can use downloads.
Okay.
No, but they were a lot of fun, nice guys.
Yep.
The products are really nice and all.
Hmm. Yeah, they look great.
Obviously, yeah, and you and they are, you're not gonna maybe necessarily hit your average gamer, because it's more of a higher end product. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, there's certainly a place for that
Hmm.
and a market for it
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
Do you do any other gaming yourself? Are you a board gamer, tabletop gamer, anything like that?
Yep. I played Magic for years.
Mm.
And I
Second
was big
mortgage.
on what's that?
Second mortgage.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, that's an expensive game. If you really get into it, $5 a piece for a card. I had a
Yeah.
Mm.
buddy spend. I think can't remember the name of the card, but he spent like $40 a piece on them. You need four of them.
Mm. That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, I don't play as many board games as I would like to. When I moved in with my girlfriend, like I said, I moved away, and a lot of the friends that I played with are it's a trip now to go just have a game night. But
Hmm.
I was big on I liked History of the World and the Avalon Hill
Hmm.
board games. So yeah, I don't get to play as much as I wish I did.
Yeah,
But
yeah. And any other tabletop like Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that?
I never got to play. I never got into playing it. I would like to. I couldn't. Now I have friends playing it. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
of course. We'll wait till Nick moves away and then we'll start playing.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, now it's not as much of an impediment to not be present at the table. I mean, with
yeah,
Google Hangouts and Skype and
I know.
apps like
Yeah, that's
Roll20.
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it's definitely within reach. I mean, some people are, even more isolated than a 20-minute or a 45
Yeah.
minute drive.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
so
I
it's
never
definitely
thought to
cool.
Skype in, and I could do that.
Yep, totally.
Still not the same,
It
really.
it's not. It's a different experience. I mean, nothing beats being at the
Right.
table.
Yep.
Um, but when I moved from New Jersey out here to Arizona, I was in a game. Vince was running a game for us,
Mhm.
and I jumped in, and played out here for I don't know a year or two after I
Mhm.
moved before that game fell apart,
Yeah.
give or take. And it's if you don't have
Yeah.
anybody to play with, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good plan B. I mean, obviously, the whole
Yeah.
idea behind role playing is to have your friends around the table and that interaction, laughing and having fun and whatnot. But
Yeah.
with the internet and everyone moving around and lives changing and things getting in the way, it's a good plan B.
Yep, definitely.
Have you been to any conventions? Just talking
Not
about gaming and all.
not yet.
No.
We're gonna go to Grand Rapids has one coming up in September. We'll be at
Cool.
that one. I mean, that's the plan for now. I think, some of the bigger ones. I think Gen Con,
Hmm.
Hmm.
that's no chance to get into that. Um, but for now, Gen Con, or Grand Con rather, um, and then we'll go from there, I think. See how that goes. See how this Kickstarter goes.
Hmm.
Um, and we're actually selling it through our website now on a made to order kind of basis. We can produce it, but
Okay.
not in the way that we would like to be able to make it a little bit quicker. Um, you know, the machine we use is homemade. My father made it.
Huh.
Um, so, buying a store-bought one, it might cut a little bit more precisely, cut quicker. We can probably cut more at a time. So we can produce them now. Um, but
Okay.
and I don't remember why I got off on that tangent.
Is the price point the same on the website as if ordering from the
Yes.
Kickstarter? Or...
Yep. And
Okay.
I debated whether or not to even do that, but when I canceled the funding, I felt like maybe I should offer that for people who are backing it, and because we can produce it,
Hmm.
um, but not as easily. If we got that funding, there's certain tools and machines that we could have that would make it, more run smoothly, a little bit
Sure. Sure.
quicker, because there's
If
just the
somebody,
two of us.
right, right. So if somebody went on to the website tonight and put an order in for it, what's the time to ship? How long would it take to make a game for you right now?
Um, Probably a couple days. We're not, we haven't gotten slammed with orders or anything. Um, I say about a week to ship, just
Okay.
because if I can't be there, it's all on my father.
Right.
So
That's still reasonable.
I think so. I
Yeah.
hope that people would understand that we're not mass producing them. I
Right.
think if we knew we were getting consistent business, then we would probably have some kind of inventory. Um, but I think, a week isn't too bad to ship a game that we're
No,
making.
not for something that's handmade.
Yeah,
Right.
handmade wooden pieces, and the box is beautiful. It's a nice
Hmm.
piece. So
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
quick, quick.
and deluxe with the drawers and stuff underneath. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Now, is your dad a woodworker by trade? I mean, does he have own his own shop, or is he more like it's a side hobby sort of thing?
I think it's always kind of been a side hobby. He worked for General Motors, um, but he's always been handy. He's always been good with his, woodworking, stuff around the house. His garage, where we produce the games, packed full of tools, saws, um, vacuum system. So
Hmm.
yeah, I went right to him because he had all this stuff anyway.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's
So
cool. That's cool if that's something you can share with your dad.
yeah, yep, yep. It's fun.
Cool, and you get to learn a little something.
Yeah.
Make him proud.
The last I think a couple weeks ago, I grabbed a piece of wood. I was gonna bring it to the table saw, and he said, "What are you doing? You're not cutting that." I'm like, oh, I'm not. I know. I'm just moving it. I'm not gonna turn on the saw.
That's like me when I help my dad or my brother do anything. Here, go
Yeah.
get that wrench. Okay,
Yep.
I got it. Should I get you a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very handy that way.
Yeah.
Uh, when did you said you were playing Magic and stuff? When did you first kind of get that itch for gaming?
And I don't know. I feel like I've always been playing games, even video games. I don't know. I think I was probably 8 or 9 when I started playing Magic, and
Oh
then
yeah.
once you start, it's easy to get exposed to more and more, and even stuff that I haven't gotten to play, I've seen it, I know about it, and so yeah, I think I've just always been exposed to it and enjoyed it. Even I haven't always gotten to play a lot of games depending on who's around and that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I've just always been interested in games
Yeah.
and even developing games. This is the first time I've taken ideas and went all the way with them to producing it.
Cool. Do you have any other? What's that, Vince?
That's a pretty good feeling, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you have any other games in mind for down the road once this
Um,
game
I
gets
I
funded?
have I have a couple ideas. I'm still kind of working on them. My mother has been bothering me to get going on a second one. We haven't even finished the Kickstarter on the first one.
Damn it, Mom. God.
But yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of a family business anyway, so
Hmm.
I think she really enjoys it too. That
Okay.
my dad and I are doing that together. But yeah, she's telling me to get going on the second idea. My father is saying no, one thing at a
One thing at a
time.
time.
You know. But yeah, I've got a couple ideas, so we'll
Cool.
see.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, you can at least get them to like a print and play kind of stage, just to
Yep,
kind of start working out the kinks.
yep,
You want to
yep,
overload them with too much stuff. Would it be another? I don't know if you want to say. Would it be another an all wood game again, or
yep,
something different? Yeah.
yep. That's sort of the plan. That for now is that everything we produce will be made that way. It will be all wood components, and I think that'll be kind of our thing. Um, the next idea, the next game, whatever it is, I think um, I want it to be more thematic, like heavy on theme. I think if Sovrano has an issue, I think that it's not heavy on theme, and a lot of games are. I'd say most games probably are,
Mhm.
and that's I think that's what people want is that. So I think if there's a problem with Sovrano, that's probably it. So whatever the next game is, will be stronger with theme.
Hmm. Okay. Do you?
At least that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems like there's probably potentially a problem with it.
I don't know if it's a. I don't know. What do I know? I don't think it's so much of a problem of theme. Although, as you point out, a lot of board games, cardboard games, are very thematically based.
Right.
Small World or
Yep.
Zombicide or whatever it happens to
Yep.
be. There's definitely a scheme
Yep.
to it.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, but this is, I mean, like you said, is like a Scandinavian thing. It's more of a classic,
Yeah.
classic game. So that maybe not quite as relevant. I mean, like checkers doesn't have a theme,
Right.
or chess, I mean, it's kind of sort of, but not really. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
so I would put it more in the realm of that type of game, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
All right. See what else we got. You got anything there, Vince? I'm scrolling through some old questions, trying to cull some things here.
Well, if you were prepared,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I know,
that's
right?
terrible.
Honestly.
See, we've been doing this for almost a year. You think we'd have everything under control?
blame it on your
Slow and
shoulder.
steady.
Yeah. But are you currently playing anything? You said it's kind of hard to get to play games now. Do you have anything that you're actually involved in, or no?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not any tabletop games except my own.
Yeah.
Um, I've been playing. I just got Fallout 4. That's not the
Oh,
same
nice.
thing, but I've been playing Fallout 4.
Well, you could scream at
It's
people
easy to
online
play
all
video
day.
games on your own. What's that?
You could scream at people online all night.
Yeah.
It's usually that what devolves into that. I was working with a guy who was playing what the hell was it? Ah, shit, forget it. One of those online games. So
That's
you
not
gotta buy a
helpful.
PS4. You gotta buy a PS4. I'm
Yeah.
not buying a PS4 to play a game with you. But it was one of those shooters. I can't think of what the hell it was. Ah, well, whatever.
Not a classic anecdote, John.
No, I know. Um, do you think is so with Kickstarter being what it is? If there was no Kickstarter, would you have gone and went to try to make the game on your own anyway, or would it have been sort of thing like, well, we're gonna make one and we'll play it and we'll have it, for the family sort of thing?
I I think I always wanted, right from the beginning, I wanted to be able to sell it to people, to produce it, so other people could play it. Um, that's what the girlfriend said. Well, even if it, doesn't go anywhere, we'll have a nice family game. And that's good. That's fine. But that's not. I never really thought.
It's not the vision.
Just keep it that way, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's fair.
That's not. I like, to get it to other people. That's fun. It's fun to see other people play. It's fun to see other people, what they have to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's much more interesting and fun for me than just me playing it.
Right. Well, there's a certain amount of validation in that too. It's like you come up with an idea, take it through to fruition, and then get to see people enjoy that. And there's a lot of positive reinforcement there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool. What do you do for your day gig?
My day gig, stay-at-home parent for the girlfriend's kids. She's got 2 kids. So I do that. I do some web development. Lately, it's been this. I'm lucky that she's very supportive, and I've been able to pretty much put all of my time into this. But yeah, my day gig would be stay-at-home parent and web development, which has been slow anyway. So it worked out that I could put the time into this because that's been slow anyway.
Right. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And a little bit of a role reversal. You don't see that all the time. Cool. Let's see here. I'm still scrolling around. Are you going to go see, apropos of nothing, are you going to go see the Batman movie?
I think I'll probably have to. I've heard it's not so good. Have you seen it?
Critically terrible. I don't have any interest to go see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of friends of mine who are diehard fans. What's up, Mike? I don't know what he. I'm gonna we'll have to ask him soon. But a few people who work were just, it was okay, but it wasn't, too much hype.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm like you. I'll go see it just to see it on the big screen.
I'm sure I'll end up going to see it. I didn't even see Deadpool.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
And that actually
none of us are all lame. I heard that was really good. I heard that was a joy to behold and sit there and just smile through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be very true to the comics as far as the humor and all the other stuff. So
definitely, it's worth it for the Ferris Bueller part at the end. So
spoilers.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
Nobody cares, and that's it. You'll sit through it and you get to the end,
and then it'll make sense.
Show up at the end, or just go to YouTube and watch the fucking end of it. Shut up.
I guess you probably could. Now you probably could. You could probably go to YouTube and watch the whole movie right now.
You probably can. But you can watch a little bit at the end on YouTube.
Yeah.
So there you go, your spoilers.
Mm-hmm. Look, we're going to have to tag this thing now and everything.
Deadpool dies! Deadpool dies!
No, but I think Daryl dies. Son of a bitch. Who? Are you a Walking Dead fan at all, Nick, or no?
Girlfriend is obsessed with it. She loves Daryl Dixon.
Me too.
Loves Daryl. I hope he dies this past episode.
God, we're done.
I don't know, but did he get shot? I think is what I heard.
I think they winged him. Yeah, I think they shot him in the shoulder or the arm or something like that.
I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna. All right, bye. Walking Dead to me is like the Beatles and John Bon Jovi. I don't get it. So and I don't care. So that's Go have your conversation. Go ahead.
Hey, we're not talking about sports.
Thank God for that. I'm gonna read. Go ahead.
Okay, I lost my train of thought now.
You're talking about Harold works or some shit dying.
Yeah. Well, 90-minute episode next week.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the season was done. I don't know much about it. I thought it was over. Don't they do like a half season and then a half?
Yeah, they do October till about November, and then they break, I guess, because of football playoffs and all. And then they come back beginning of February, I guess, probably the week after the Super Bowl. I guess they start again. Mm-hmm. So I think they do 8 and 8 or 9 and 9, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Are you a comic reader at all, or no?
Not much.
Not
Nope.
much.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I never got in on Walking Dead, and I haven't really read a comic in forever.
Yeah.
But the
I was
show's
when I was
good.
a kid. I had a lot of comics when I was a kid, but it's been years
Yeah.
since I even picked one up.
Do you watch any of the movies and stuff, Avengers and all that kind of stuff?
No, I like the Batman movies. I don't know if
Christian
I'm gonna
Bale
like the new
Batman?
one. The Christian Bale Batman movies. I liked Watchmen a lot. I feel
Watchmen.
like everyone I talked to hated Watchmen. I thought
Watchmen
Watchmen
was
was
great.
really good. I
Yeah.
thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, this is a good
Um,
job with Watchmen.
yep.
I don't know if it was accurate to the comics or not. I watched it like forever ago. I don't even remember it now.
It wasn't bad. It was,
I think they changed the ending. Was different, as I
yeah,
remember.
they definitely changed the ending.
I'm not big on the Avengers, really. I don't know why. I just never was.
No, you're
Not
missing
for me.
out, I guess.
I guess so. I suck.
I didn't see the new one. My dad buys all that shit, so I borrowed the movie from him. It sat next to my TV for about 2 months. I finally brought it back to him. I said, I'm never gonna watch this fucking movie.
Did you watch Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
No, it looked dumb.
Fuck. What? Nick, wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy good?
I
You can
turned
see
it
it.
off.
What?
I turned it off. I don't remember.
Oh, you know what?
I don't remember how far I got. I might have to try it again.
Christ. Don't listen to him, John. It's not an endorsement either. You didn't hear that?
Oh my god, I just got attacked by a cat.
You can't find a pussy, see?
Get out of there. That's the ass cat too.
Is that
That's
the
not
ass
the good
cat?
one. Yeah.
It's a good one or it's not the good one?
No, it's not the good one. That's the dickhead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was a nutball. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, we've probably rambled for
Well, we
for
got
way
the
too long.
we got the final five.
We do have the. I'm working into it.
Come on, you Walking Dead watching son of a bitch.
I got my SpongeBob shirt on too.
What? How old are you?
I'm 44.
That's all right. You fell within the realm to wear SpongeBob.
Going on 104. It feels like.
Well, you're falling apart over there, apparently. Tell the audience your physical woes. What's happening with you?
No, they don't care. You don't care either.
I do. Hey, I do care. I just want to hear all that medical mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
right?
falling
Nick,
apart.
you don't hear that either. Nick was too polite to say, "I don't want to hear this, John."
He's not even going to come back the second time. You're
will.
never going to hear from
I
me
will. It's
again.
been fun.
Next time we'll be a little bit more prepared, maybe.
So apparently,
All
John's
right.
his knee is falling
You're gonna have
apart.
both arms?
Yeah, I know, right? He's got no knee, one shoulder, and then an internal hiatal hernia. Like,
That's the only thing I could reasonably have fixed, and the guy said it probably would reverse itself inside of 5 years. I'm like, well, then there's no point.
you just gotta watch what you eat with that and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Nah, fuck it. I had coffee when I came home. I had chili for dinner, and I'm drinking a beer. Fuck it.
Nice. That's gonna come back later. Don't put your head under the covers.
Yeah, right. I washed the beans off.
Okay. Well, you get rid of the salt.
Well, and all the goo. The goo makes you fart. The bean goo makes you fart.
The bean itself makes you fart. So
Well,
your body can't break it down.
it could be. I don't know. I'd
Is
have
that
to
what
look
it
that
is? Is that why that happens? Your body can't break it down?
I just made that shit up.
Damn it.
Actually, I think that's what happened. Your body has a rough time breaking down the bean. But, yeah. Beans. Beans. Anyway, yes. All right, we're going to segue into the final five. John, you want from farting to the final five.
All right. Well, we've got 5 geeky questions here for you. You can either answer just yes or no, or if you want to, give a whole diatribe about it, that's cool.
Okay.
So we'll roll right in. So Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Okay. Do you see the new movie?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't want to hear about it.
What?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
It
Do they
comes
allow
I'll
out.
you
see it in
that?
my own time. I'm actually, to tell you the truth, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I'm not that excited about the new one because I hated 1, 2, and 3.
Hmm.
So I don't
It's
know.
better than that.
I like the old ones because they used makeup
Yeah.
and
There's
I thought it looked pretty good. I didn't care for them, so
yeah.
I guess I wasn't all that excited about the new one.
1, 2, and 3. Well, 1 was a horrible piece of shit and shouldn't even exist. The
Yeah.
other 2, okay. This harkens back to the original, and not just
Yeah.
plot wise, which people are kind of beating it up for. The humor, the characterization stuff. It's much more in line with what you enjoyed growing up. It's a much better
Yeah.
movie than what Lucas put out in
Okay.
that last bunch of shit. The
Yeah,
Rogue
awful.
Squadron next year
Oh.
looks really good.
Yeah.
I think that one's going to be darker than the trilogy that they're currently doing. The standalone in between movies.
Yeah.
The Rogue Trader looks like it's going to be kind of dark, which
I
should
heard
be
they're
pretty
doing. Are they
interesting.
doing like a whole bunch of shoot off, spin-off movies?
Yeah, so next year will be Rogue Trader. Then the following year, Rogue Squadron. Games on my brain. Then they're going to go back to the trilogy. Then they're going to supposed to do a Han Solo movie, and then I think it goes back to the trilogy, and then I think after that it's going to be Boba Fett, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
That'll be big. Everyone loves Boba Fett.
I got right here.
He
Nice.
really loves Boba Fett. You get him printed on your fucking arm until you die.
I do, yeah. You'd have to cut them off. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, say what you want about Disney, but I mean, they do know how to put movies together. So
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. Well, this one was good, so they get a pass for now. Tabletop or video games?
Well,
Uh-oh.
We lost you.
half and half.
Half and half?
I think that was about a half and half. You totally just zonked out.
I say both. Did I? I'm surprised we made it this long.
Uh-oh. So the
Am
circumstances
I still here?
kind of. Yep.
Still there. Yeah.
Yep. The circumstances dictate more video games at this point for you.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Since you can't get like an RPG game in, do you do any RPG style games on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever you're playing?
Well, I got Fallout. I also play Baldur's Gate while on my computer.
Cool.
But yeah, of like the 50 Steam games I have, 3 I play are more strategy heavy games.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got Europa Universalis on there.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, did you ever play any of the Total War games?
I haven't played those.
No. Okay. Shogun's still my go-to. I'll play that one. And Medieval Total War, it sucks because I guess the game itself doesn't like the video card, whatever the brand is, so I can't play it. And that's the one that I really like.
I have issues with Company of Heroes too. Like my computer should run it fine. It's awful. I can't play it at all.
Yeah. And I can't find. I can find Shogun or I can find Medieval Total War 2, but I can't get just plain Medieval Total War. I've looked and looked. I can't find it on Good Old Games or Steam or any of those.
Huh.
It sucks. Which is probably good because I don't have like 100 hours to play a video game. This one I guess kind of a shot in the dark, but DC or Marvel?
Neither. I have an opinion.
Fair enough.
Do you not? Good. I'm not the only one.
I used to collect DC, and I collected Dark Horse because they used to do all the Star Wars back in the mid late '90s, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
I guess they still do, but
Yeah.
when they first came out. So I was collecting all those, but I was never a Marvel guy. I just Batman. So I was all in for Batman. They killed Superman, and I got in on that whole thing. Well,
Yep.
killed
When I was a kid, it
Superman.
was mostly Marvel. I think the only DC comics I ever had was Batman.
hmm He's really the only good one. I
Yeah.
think anyway. I mean, it depends on the writer and all that kind of stuff. But I mean,
Right.
Batman's kind of the go-to.
Yeah.
Sci-fi or fantasy?
Fantasy.
Okay, good deal. Did you watch Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't finish the Hobbit trilogy, but oh yeah, Lord of the Rings is great. I thought they did a really good job.
Did you read the books then?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you
I read
read
the
them when you
books.
were young, or did you read them when you were older?
Teenager. I think I was probably in high school, maybe even before high school. I don't remember when the first one came out. I probably started reading them before the first movie came out, I bet.
First movie came out in
So
2001.
Did it? So I probably started, around that time. So I would have been in high school.
Okay. I think that's probably about the normal time most people read it, like junior high school.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. I didn't read any of them until after all the movies came out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. C.S. Lewis. No, I didn't read any of that stuff as a kid.
I never read C.S. Lewis.
Yeah. Did you see any of the Chronicles movies or no?
Nope.
No. Okay. They're worth a watch. They're not too bad.
Interesting to me, I guess.
Oh no. Yeah, I thought so. I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Did you hear the cat?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, he's meowing at Emily. She's in the bathroom.
Oh. Wait, get out of the bathroom. I gotta go.
And our final 5 question: if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Flight.
That's a popular one.
And fancy goggles?
Yes.
I'm more creative with my answer.
Hey, flight is solid. You get you where you're going. No traffic. Be a bitch carrying all your groceries, though.
That wasn't funny.
I thought it was kind of humorous.
Am I still here? I thought I was losing you guys.
Nope, you got. I sort of made a joke, and you got real quiet. I thought it just blew the joke. There you go. Oh boy. Well, that's all we have. Well, thank you for coming on. I know you probably
thanks for having me. It was fun.
This is fun to just riff on everything. Yeah.
This is kind of the normal. It's not going to be much better next time.
Well, next time I'll be more prepared with what I'm dealing with too.
Gotcha.
We'll be prepared. There you go.
We'll make a pact right now. I'm going to get a knife and cut my thumb.
Oh my god.
No, but we definitely appreciate you coming on, talking about the game a little bit.
Thanks.
Try to help you get a little bit of exposure, a little bit more exposure, and try to bring the awareness out there. And people should go.
Thank you.
People should go to cambiumgames.com and check that out. I don't know if I put the link in the show notes, but I definitely will go back and put the link in the show notes. People should definitely go check that out. You can order one now or bookmark it, go back when the Kickstarter comes up and throw some money at that. Help Nick out, sell some games, and get yourself a really cool product there. It's a fun game to play, so you've got nothing to lose except $50.
Small price to pay for an awesome game.
Yeah, definitely. You can, as always, check us out at legendsoftabletop.com. Send us questions, comments, feedback at legendsoftabletop@gmail.com. You can catch us on all the social medias. If you're going to order from Amazon, if we're post-Easter and you got a little bit of cash to spend, head over to the website. We've got an Amazon affiliate link. Easter money, I like it.
There you go.
I have to tweet that.
Money. Spend it wisely.
Yep. Go to the website, use the Amazon affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra and helps us keep the lights on. I hope everybody has got an opportunity to check out the brand new logo from Adam Baker. It looks fantastic. We're switching it over on all of our different media sites there. We'll have
every time I see it.
Yep. We'll have T-shirts and the store set up and all that kind of jazz. We have some things coming out to you. And we appreciate you checking it out, tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.